What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a PSA reveal. A little different though, don't have the cards in hand. I actually sold them all through PSA, mostly through the offers, but I did also send some to PSA auction. So we're gonna run through that. I have my spreadsheet pulled up here and then the cards put up on the left-hand side. So let's get into it. All right, first card we have is this Piplup. Actually, I graded two of these from Phantasmal Flames. I bought them for about $15 a piece. After I graded them, it was, let's see here, $41 a piece. Wind up selling them each for $147.20 on PSA offers. So we'll get to my profit in a few minutes after I reveal the cards. Not that many cards here, only 13 cards. I actually sent some for my friend in the orders. That's how I got the value bulk pricing. But yeah, sold them for 147, so really good margin right there. Bought it for 15, graded for 25, sold for 147 with no fees attached to that one. So pretty good right there. Next up, we have a Lily's Clefairy from Journey Together. I bought this card for $142.44 on eBay. I graded it and it cost me $168 to grade, all in, and then I wound up selling the card for $437.38 via PSA offer. So really good profit there, really good margin, really happy with that. Definitely one of the best or most profitable cards of the submission. Next up, we have three of these Charizard UPC promos. We gemmed two of them and got 1/9, unfortunately. I was into these cards for a little over $60 a piece right here. 61 and 63, and then we also have one down here I paid all in for $69. This is including grading. So the PSA 9 only sold for $58, but as you can see, these two PSA 10s I wind up selling for $264, so really good profit right there. Next up, we have this Birthday Pikachu PSA 10. I bought this card for $35 on eBay. I graded it. It cost me about $61 all in, and wind up selling this card for $319 via the PSA offer program. So again, really good margins there. I actually sold one of these cards a few months ago for like $225. So wish I held on to that one, but happy that this one was still at grading. Sometimes like having cards at grading will actually help you if it takes longer to get them back because the cards appreciate in value. Obviously, it can work the other way too. The cards can go down in value, but this one wind up in my favor. Next card we have is this Umbreon Celebrations. Bought this card for $79 on eBay. We paid $25 to grade it, all in for $105, and sold it for $494. This PSA offer is actually way above comps at the time. I think this card's actually like gone above $500 or still hovering around this range right now, but at the time they were selling for like $450, $470 on eBay. So I accepted this offer immediately just because it was way above comps at the time, and I'm happy I did so. That money came right back to my account the next day, so definitely happy about that offer. A lot of these PSA offers have been very strong recently, so highly encourage you guys to take a look at them if you haven't already when you guys grade your cards. Anyway, super happy with that, and that turned out to be one of the biggest wins of the submission along with the Clefairy. Next card we have is this Shiny Magikarp. This one, I actually don't know what happened. I have the card right here in the holder that it came in. I looked it over again. I can't really find why I got a miscut. It doesn't have any evidence of like trimming or anything, which I think that, they just say trimming at that point. But I normally think miscut is like, really off-centered or something like that. Or if there was some like manufacturing defect that's really egregious, but the card looks really good to me. If anything, the card is like, the border is like slightly tilted of the card, the blue border. But other than that, like I've gemmed cards with that same issue, and I don't know what else is wrong with the card. So that's unfortunate. I'm probably gonna send it back to PSA, see if we can't like get an explanation or like if they'll regrade it and I'll actually get a grade for it. If I get a miscut on it again, then I'll just know it's like a miscut actually, but I have a suspicion that they're gonna grade it. It's gonna grade a 9 or a 10 next time. So I don't know, that's for later. Once they reintroduce the value tiers, I'll probably send it back in, but I'm not gonna send in an $80, regular service tier. So that'll be a few months down the line for sure. Next up, we have this Dialga from Astral Radiance. I paid $52 for this card. Got a PSA 9, unfortunately, all into it for $78. Sold the card for $69.30, so took a little bit of an L there, but it is what it is. Like I was gonna keep it for the PC actually, even if I gemmed it. But with a 9, I just kind of wanted to sell it back, get my proceeds. I'd rather buy another card, grade it, and keep it for my PC at that point as a 10. So Unfortunate, but at the same time, I was really hoping for a 10. I thought I was going to get a 10. It looked really good in my opinion, but obviously I missed something, so it is what it is. So now we do have these two Doctor Doom Marvel Universe cards. I actually kind of invested into some of his like lower end stuff. This card in particular for the Fantastic Four movie coming out soon in December. These both got a 9. I graded 2 of them. That's a spoiler. But yeah, these both got a 9. So kind of expected, I guess, for an older card, but they did look pretty good. I think the centering probably killed it, honestly. They do pretty well in a PSA 10. I probably paid like $5 a piece for these, so in them for about 30. I could probably get that at a PSA 9. I'm going to hold on for them for a little while. They're at my vault right now at PSA, so maybe come November, December when the hype's there, they go to a $50, $60 card, but PSA 10s I think are going to rise in price. So if you do have one or you want to invest, like I think it's probably a decent card to grab right now, but unfortunate, but again, kind of expected. These are older cards, so I'm not too mad about getting a 9 on them. Next up, we do have this Monkey D. Luffy. I'm not into One Piece really at all, but I bought these like in February when One Piece is really hot. It's really hot right now too. It kind of cooled down for a little bit during the March, April months, but now it's starting to pick back up, it seems. So bought this for like $80 at a card show. I think it's really dropped in price since, but if you find it right here, yeah, I bought it for $80. I did sell it through eBay, but I auctioned it off through the PSA account. So through my vault, I got $180.96 for it. So decent profit there. Obviously, if I bought it at a cheaper price, I would have done better, but it is what it is. I'm all in it for $105, so netted about $75 from that. And then we do have 2 of these Monkey D. Luffy like One Piece tournaments. I bought these both on eBay, if we can find them right here. They cost me about $60 all in, so I think they're like $20, $30 on eBay, and then wind up selling both of them for over $200. One sold for $211, which is pretty low actually. Other one sold for $247. There were some sales like upward of $300, but my auction just didn't do really well for whatever reason. So it is what it is. I'm still happy about the sales, and I did make a lot of money on them. So, all right, so now we've gone through all the cards I've sent in for my submission. Now we can go over my profit. So I did make $388 on the Umbreon, $269 on the Clefairy, $257 on the Birthday Pikachu, which is pretty good. Made a little over $200 on these Charizards, a little over $100 on the Piplups. Did not sell the Magikarp, obviously. Made 150 to like 187 on the Monkey D. Luffy's. Lost $9 on the Dialga. Lost 10 on the PSA 9 Charizard. And then made 75 like we just talked about on the other Luffy. So altogether, if you guys can see down here, I don't know why it's showing min. We can go over here to sum, and it is a little under $2,000 profit. So really happy with that. Only 13 cards. None of them were really expensive cards. Like the most expensive card I think was that Lily's Clefairy. Now it's still under $200. I bought it for $142. So in it for $168. That's not terrible. I mean, I well doubled my money on most of these, if not tripled or quadrupled. So really happy about that. Not every submission is like this. Obviously, sometimes I'll send in 30 cards and make less, but if you're buying the right cards at the right time, this is what can happen, and you're inspecting your cards closely. I do have some like videos that I made going over my grading process and how I prep cards. Also, if you do want to purchase this Excel template, the link's in my description on my Patreon. You can track all your grading orders, all your profits and losses on cards that you sold, graded or raw. But other than that, I'm really happy with this order. I do kind of wish that I had the cards in hand to show you guys, but the convenience of selling it through PSA when you have strong offers or you get good auction results is really good, because you don't have to deal with packaging or customer service and that kind of stuff. So I will definitely be continuing to ship a lot of cards home. So I'll do some more like in-hand reviews or reveals, but when I do get good offers like this on a smaller order, I think I'll just take them and do a video kind of like this one. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them in the description, and I will catch you guys next video. Peace.